Oh, there we go.
Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller.
Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast Mania. I am live and I am back with my co-host Hot Hands Zachary. It's been a while, so we're going to be here talking a little bit about BYB and a couple combat sports, and we're going to be bringing James on and his manager, talk about his fight, how it went, and go from there. So how you doing, Zach?
I'm doing good. Happy Father's Day. This is the Father's Day edition. How we doing, everybody?
Everybody doing great, I hope. Happy Father's Day from Full Broadcast Mania. Appreciate everybody that's been supporting our show for a long time, and I apologize for being gone so long, but now we're back. We're kicking it. So first, we're going to bring James, Whitelion's manager, on, talk a little bit about what happened, at the fights, what he thinks about his fighters, and we're going to bring James on. All right, where are you at, Daryl? There he is. What's up, Daryl? How you doing today, man?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
How we doing? Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thanks a lot, man. I'm still tired getting over these damn fights, man. Just had to have too much sleep, but hey, I loved every bit of it. Every bit of it. Anytime we get wins like that, I love it. And Mr. White Lion, like I said, I'm gonna start calling him White Lion 2.0, because that dude, man, he done got so damn good. So damn good. I wasn't expecting it. Just like I said, I was shocked. And I wasn't shocked that he wouldn't have won the fight or anything like that. I'm shocked about how damn good he done got. I mean, like the weaknesses that he had that I worried about him, like in the clinches and stuff like that, don't worry about it no more. He has the solution for all that. And he got to thank his coach. His coach is badass. Like I said, he didn't know it, but I'm going to help him to push him, get him a lot of shit out as well. And I'm going to bring him along with me sometime too. You know what I mean? Because he is good. As far as the striking matter, he did kickboxing too, but I mean, as far as the striking and boxing and stuff like that, he's probably one of the best. To see what he's done to James in a short amount of time, he has to be. Yeah, James went out there. He did his thing. I think he had the best performance of the night. And we got him out in the first round.
Yeah, I noticed that he's recently improved so much from his last fight and losing the weight to get where he needs to get. I've seen he's improved in his steps. Right, he's grown. Yep. I mean, I've never seen a fighter change that quick and fast.
I don't really see nobody in that weight class beating him now. Not there. You know what I mean? He didn't got so good, and yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for the next one.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop to the bottom and we're gonna bring on James Whitelion right now. Zachary, you're gonna be asking these questions for him. All right. I'm going to the bottom.
Gotcha. James.
What's up?
Can you hear me? You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, Where
y'all
at? How you doing? Would you like to take a moment and introduce your coach?
Yeah, this is my coach, Coach D.
What's going on?
He introduced himself, man.
What's going on, Coach D? Heart of a Warrior Boxing Gym. Rookie Coach of the Year.
Let's go change, man. You about to blow up, bro. Trust me.
Put on quite a spectacle the other night over there. I mean, that's day and night performance from James. I mean, we know James has heart and everything, but I mean, to see the education that you put behind his hands there, I mean, you really improved his game quite a bit. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe some of the things that you did?
Well, basically, when he got there, we had to basically work on his footwork. Was one of the main things we had to work on, his base, because he was a little more off balance when he was throwing his punches. And then, he always had head movement, so that wasn't really a factor. We were just trying to get his hands not to be dropped. We wanted him to be more more technical with his style instead of dropping his hands and and calm down and just relax. So
Yeah.
hmm
More of the blocking with the forearms and elbows and
yeah,
because that'll break somebody's hand in a heartbeat. You
Mhm.
come up like that, they're trying to punch you in the face and they hit straight elbow. Well, that might just stop the fight. That might break wrist all the way up.
hmm
I think he
So
only
that
took one punch in the whole fight.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and I don't think he missed, but maybe I think three punches, two or three
yeah,
punches.
but they still connected at least to the hand or something.
Yeah, yeah, they
yeah.
still connected to the guy's forearms on the outside.
Forearms
Yeah,
or
yeah. He wasn't swinging it
That can
air.
hurt when you bare knuckle.
Yeah, I mean, you can break somebody's forearm. You punch them the right way. I mean, it's just all about the technique, and it seems like you guys got that down. I mean, from what I've seen from the beginning until now, I mean, it looks like James is going to have a pretty good claim to have a little more stake in his next fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe get a ranked opponent or something.
That's what we're looking for.
Right.
One step at a time. I want him to have 3 straight wins from this point.
Yeah,
But yeah, somebody I know a few people in mind that's over there. But yeah, I want him to get a couple good wins, and then we go for that championship. He may be
well,
going over to the UK come in October. They want him
hey,
there.
if that
Have
happens, you
him.
guys let us know, and we'd love to have him on here first.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a quick
Okay.
question for James.
What's going on?
Can you hear me, James?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. So when I first met you, you were a street beef fighter, and
Yes, sir.
I mean, you were comfortable with your street beef fighting, and you wanted to change your lifestyle and everything that was going. Before you met your coach, give us an idea of what the difference from your fighting technique from street beef to changing your lifestyle to your new coach.
All right. So, like 3 years ago, when I started with street beefs and everything, I was self-trained. So it got to the point where I couldn't take myself any higher because I didn't know the wrongs that I was doing. I didn't know the simple mistakes that I was making. So having somebody there that was more knowledgeable than me, and more knowledgeable than the people that I was sharing my videos with, asking for
Constructive criticism.
constructive criticism, you know, somebody's pointing out the small flaws that I was doing, or little, give me a little insight on these little things to tweak it to make it better, not necessarily change everything or scrap everything and start from the beginning, but like just tweak the things that I was already good at to make them better, and then correct the things that I was lacking at, like you said earlier, like the footwork. Footwork's always been my weakness because like Daryl said, I had the zombie leg. I'd always drag my back foot.
Mummy.
The mummy leg, whatever. So I would always drag my foot, but now I'm more on my toes. I'm more like going back and forth, in and out, real quick, and just landing simple combos.
Definitely. That's one of the first things in high level boxing and kickboxing that they teach you is that you cannot drag that back foot, you cannot drag that backhand, because that shows where you're going and where you're coming from. I mean, that's just if you look at fighters, with really really good foot movement, Roy Jones Jr.'s, Floyd Mayweather's, Muhammad Ali's, those guys were able to shuffle in one position, and they were able to switch stances from that position. And I mean, bop you with the left and turn into the same bop you with the right. I mean, and they never had to move their body from one spot. They moved stances in the same spot. And I feel like if you can learn to seamlessly transition that, basically you can just come forward with an onslaught that they have to continuously block. And I mean, the way that bare knuckle fighters, and kickboxers and boxers condition themselves, you should be able to come forward for 2 straight minutes. And if they have to block the whole time, they can't return fire.
I understand what you're saying as far as like switching stances. That's gonna come within like his shifts and pivots because the way that ring is set up, it's like if he traps them in the corner, and all he has to do is really shift, and he's already, based on his length, he's already got them trapped. They can't even get out.
Yep.
So as long as he stays the
Yep.
aggressor, he'll be fine.
We call that turning the corner, but yeah, I definitely follow exactly what you're saying right there. Whenever you come in and you trap pivot, that trap pivot right there on a long fighter. Yep, just like I was actually talking with James about that the other day with his reach. Right, remember that when I was on video chat with you the other day, James? Yeah, but yeah, the trap step pivot, man. I mean, that's lethal, and a lot of people just they come in there and they swing from the
Swinging all
sides.
out.
Yeah,
No,
they
that's not
swing
how
from
it
the
is.
sides, and as everybody knows, in and out fence style boxing or educated distance management is going to win that fight every single time, because if you can't come in to throw them stupid bombs at me, I'm just going to jab your ass to death.
I'm gonna jab at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Work off the
I'm going to
back foot.
jab 100% of their face 100% of the time.
Mhm.
So this goes to the coach. Um, Before you met James, what was your experience with all the fighters that you had, and what's your background?
Well, my background, I started at 16. I was at Robert Renee's Dynamic Shotokan Karate Academy. And I started there. I started boxing, and then I did like one match, and I won that. A lot of people were saying that I was good, but at that time, I wasn't in school, so I had to go away. I went to Job Corps and did culinary and all that type of stuff, and my mind got a little way away from boxing. So I come home, and then when I get back, I ain't even do anything that I was supposed to do that I went to school for. But then I did like a tough man fight. I won that first round KO. And then my kickboxing match, I won that. That was a majority decision from against I think it's Adam Balau. You can look that up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I wasn't really like I didn't do competition or anything like that. But I always studied the boxing. I always watched the greats. I like Roy Jones Jr. That's one of my favorite boxers. So
Really good at the trap pivot. Really
Yes.
good with the trap pivot.
Mhm. And I like Mike Tyson. He's a good one with the he shifts, and he doesn't really have a traditional stance. He switches from southpaw to orthodox. So and he's a good shifty fighter.
Definitely. And one thing Tyson did seamlessly was he went from that left hook to the body to that nasty uppercut. And it was just a seamless transition. It was almost like he connected with your body and then went straight up. I mean, it was like he almost ripped it through. It was almost like one punch. Like when he was talking to Sugar Ray Leonard, and he was like, the true definition of hitting pads is when you make two punches sound like one.
2 punches
And
sound like one.
and it's like a clap. And I mean, whenever you're in rhythm with your coach and you're in there and you're just going through your motions and you feel that, you're more preempted to be able to use that in your experiences whenever you get in ring, because well, I just hit him in the face with 1-2. Well, so then you throw 1-2 and maybe you throw a 4 behind it, or maybe you throw a 6 behind it, and you just work from there, because that 1-2 is just tagging them, just eating them up. And I mean, it's one of those things that, like, not a lot of people can educate themselves to that level to be able to articulate that on a good scale of sorts, as BKFC, BYB, the UFC, such like that. You get guys that go out there and they just freeze up in the moment, but they're great in the gym. They're killers. And I mean, I know a few guys like that, but it's one thing. You can put in so much work, and you make yourself elite.
I was
But
thinking about.
let's yeah.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about the 1-2-1-2. It's good to have the 1-2-1-2. But the one who's only gonna do so much because somebody's gonna throw something back.
That's true.
That's why we work. Right now we're in a process. We working catching counters. You know, that's one of the main things. You know, throw your combinations, attack first, expect something coming back, and capitalize on the mistakes.
Yep. Definitely.
You definitely have made a monster out of him, and really, I'm confident to say, bring all them fucking 155ers. He's gonna put them down. I guarantee you that. I am truly confident on that now. You know, like I said, at first he just had the heart. I've been watching him. He's been sending me stuff, training and stuff like that. I saw him getting better, but like I said, this weekend I saw even more. You know what I mean? That's why I got like, okay, he got this one.
Yep. And like James said, he can only make himself so much better without guidance from another person.
Right.
It's like you need to raise your hand up 2 inches here, because if you raise your hand up 2 inches here, you're ready for the parry over the top if he comes back with the jab when you throw that, or back up and take a step to the right whenever you throw that lead, two or whatever you're
whatever you throwing.
Yeah. What I try to say with your guard, you don't want your guard hand to leave no lower than the tip of your nose.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're really, 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 really fast, maybe your mouth. I mean, but you got to be really, really, really fast.
Right. You don't know if you're fighting somebody that's really fast. So your shit got to be in place. You know.
That's right. That's right.
All right, James. This question is going to go for you. Up to your fight, from your weigh-in to your walk-in to the final, getting your hands raised. Tell us about that experience and how you felt.
To be honest, this is probably the calmest or the most confident I was going into a fight, and it's just because I had more support. Simply and way more training. I actually got a decent little, training camp in prior to the fight. The weight cut. I mean, if you knew last year when I tried to get to 165, I didn't know what I was doing. I drained myself completely. I dehydrated myself to the point where I performed very poorly. This time around, with the consistency and everything, I went from walking around 185, 190 to walking around 165. So now I'm walking around 30 pounds lighter, 25, 30 pounds lighter. And so getting down to 155 wasn't really that difficult. Now, the last 2 pounds was, but that's common in weight loss. The last 2 pounds was, that's why a lot of people say it's fight week. I always say it's hell week because I know what's to come with cutting that last little bit of weight.
That's right. That's right.
I was really confident going into this, mainly because of my coach, and just knowing that I had somebody who's going to be there that's definitely going to look at my mistakes if it goes to the second round. And I told him many times before, man, I keep having a dream, and I dropped the guy with an uppercut. It came to fruition. Like, I dropped him with an uppercut. It was a barrage of uppercuts and straights, but still it was an uppercut. And I kept having this dream over and over again for like 3 weeks. And so I already knew what was going to happen. I knew what the outcome was going to be.
But the thing is, you didn't spam them. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't throw uneducated these bombs just coming from no. You took a quarter step back. Yes, you took a quarter step back. You're like, oh, he's tucking. All right, boom, 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 and then the ref was like, no, that's enough.
Right.
I mean, you didn't get in there and put your chest into him and try and, like a lot of these guys do. They look like fucking birds fighting. I mean,
that is what one of the people at BYB. That is what one of them said, that I'm one of the purest boxers that I've seen in a long time, and that I remind him of one of the guys that just destroyed people with the jab. And
he talking about Joman. He talking about Joman.
Yeah.
Dog Angel.
So there was a bunch of fans. I kind of got dubbed the Orange County Cobra. As Tommy Hearns 2.0, or Whitelion 2.0 is what Daryl's starting to call me. So it's kind of funny. I like to say, I brought more of my Tommy Hearns out with this one, just because, keeping that distance, keeping that jab going, and using that choppy right, you really break him down and destroy him with that uppercut. So, it was a great experience, and, like I said, I was way more confident. I had way more trust in myself. I knew that I was going to be more calm and I wasn't going to lose control just because my coach drilled that. I mean, there's times that me and him spar that I know he comes at me hard as fuck just to make sure, just to test and see if I'm going to stay patient or if I'm going to lose it. So, I get tested like that in the gym. I spar a guy that's an amateur, but he's fucking explosive as hell. He's more explosive than any other pros that I fought. You know what I'm saying? So he gives me good work with shorter opponents that are in that 155 to 160 range. That can be explosive and have a lot of power, and he kills my body. So I don't think there's going to be anybody that's going to take the body shot because I take a lot of body shots. I eat them. Like, I eat them like fucking cookies now, a Cookie Monster with them, man. I also let, I let people get like little hooks and everything to my body after when we do core exercises. Coach come over with the gloves on, hit me in the abs. So it's I'm really drilling, keep my core strong so that way I don't ever get dropped the way I did in my pro debut. So I knew it was gonna be difficult for the person to beat me. So I wasn't gonna make anything easy.
If we're out here channeling legends, I want to see you channel your inner Ernie Shavers next fight.
Show your medal. Show your medal. Show your medal. Not with the broken hand. Not with the broken hand.
No, that's a sign of valor right there, man. That broken hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me ask you about this though. I met Scott Burt. So how did it feel to be face to face with him, putting that medal around your neck? How did that make you feel?
He don't know him much. I had to let him know who he was.
Like, I knew who he was because I seen him a couple times. I just didn't know what his name was. He's an awesome dude and everything. I've seen him a couple times. And I mean, honestly, knowing who he is now and exactly his background and everything, and what he did, with the building that he bought, that was this guy. I forget what the boxing guy is. Like, I forget his name. I know I'm supposed to know all this stuff, but
Scott Burt.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just this whole story. The guy, he's cool as hell, man. He has a lot of knowledge and everything. It was an honor to meet everybody at BYB and everybody associated with it.
Yeah. All right, like, Zach, you got a call?
Like, honestly, let me say this real quick, though. I ain't gonna lie. I felt more a home fight with BYB than any other organization that I fought for. And honestly, if it was my choice, I ain't leaving BYB. That's gonna be mine to take over.
All right, you got a question, Zach?
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like maybe Chef D's over there helping you with the weight cut over there, telling you not to be eating burgers and fries and shit. Giving him a little bit of a better idea. Hey, if you prepare this way, this is X amount of calories versus this. It makes the weight cut a lot easier whenever you've got a professional chef in your corner.
No, I actually I was eating majority fruit. I found out through my last bad weight cuts and everything, and I did a lot of research myself. And figured out different fruits that I can eat to make sure I'm staying hydrated, but I can still cut my water back.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and still stay hydrated, not have to get have my natural electrolytes. But I drink 2 gallons of water a day now. And I do it on a regular basis. So when I got to the weight cut, I was cutting just water weight. So it was relatively easy to do. And I eat a lot of fruit on a regular basis. I eat protein and grains at nighttime, but I also don't eat between 12 and 6 o'clock.
Right.
So it was really easy. But now I'm kind of being a fat ass right now.
So let me ask you a question. If you're 2 pounds short on making weight, and they tell you if you don't make weight, you don't fight, are you shaving your head?
I was already thinking that once before too.
If you physically know that you can't make it, James, and you're gonna have problems.
It depends.
Are
how
you
much
shaving it?
It depends how much the contract is.
If it's for the fucking belt, let's go.
Hey, for the belt, he gonna fucking make weight.
Oh,
He gonna be.
Hey, let's put it like this. I ain't never missed weight. I ain't never missed
So
weight. No
so you gonna shave it out and go full slick baby face in there,
No.
bald headed, beard gone.
Nah, he don't never do. He'll never do that. He cherished those locks.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that beard
That might give him
fighting bare
strength.
knuckle, man. You gotta have that beard because if not, you get your face tore up.
I've never missed weight, and I won't miss weight. You know, I know what my limits are. You know, and I pushed my limits this time, but I found out, you know, being the day of weigh-ins that morning, I was 150.2. I know I can get to 150. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
You know, I don't know, but 155, I really like that weight class. Because I carry it well. You know, I feel great. I'm faster. I'm stronger. You know what I'm saying? I'm more reactive. You know, I feel great at that weight class, especially when I get there the way I did this.
Hey, there's John Bernard.
Oh, man.
How we doing, John Bernard?
Yeah. So
let's drop some love in the comments, John Bernard.
Now, John, hey, look, I got to shout out John, man. I got to shout out John real quick, man. Hey, he put on one hell of a fucking fight, man. He came all the way back. Hey, I got a love-hate relationship. He stole knockout of the night from me. But I have a hell of respect. Yeah, hella hard. He came back and banged it out, grit his teeth, and he got the fucking knockout for the win in the third round. Yo, that man's a fucking animal, bro.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, respect for him. Hey, let me tell you what he said on his Facebook about his fight when he took a picture. He's like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah,
well, now they're really going to have to pay him because you know what? He got another victory.
Yep, he did.
I think he's up next for a title fight. His next fight.
Stock goes up. That's just how it goes. Stock goes up.
Yeah,
every fight
down.
And then you got to make sure you get paid for that.
That's right. Every fight that
they
get.
definitely tell you.
Hey, but I'm the 155 champ. That motherfucking belt is vacant right now, and BYB is vacant. I'm coming for that, man. That's my pride lands, man. That Trigon is mine.
Every single fight. It doesn't matter if you win, if you lose, or if it's a draw. If you go out there and you put on a performance that puts asses in seats, that your stock goes up. You could go out there and, you know, lose 40% of the time, you know, be like a 10-4 fighter or whatever it would be. And like as long as you go out there and you put asses in seats and you perform well and people love you, they will continue to throw you on a card. You know what I mean? Because they know you're going to go out there, you're going to give it your all, you're going to do what you can do, and people are going to come and watch it because they know that you're out there. John Bernard says it was a sold-out event. He wants that.
Bobby Vince has one coming up too on what was that? September the 6th.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be good. I just told him today.
See if you can get me on the card, Daryl.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I told him I'll see if I can get you on the same show.
Let me tell you this. I wasn't worried about James. I knew James would win. But when it came to John, I knew he was going to win. He made me so freaking nervous. I kept watching this fight. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be a long fight.
I thought he was out in that first round.
Oh.
That was right hard.
I thought the referee might wave it off at one point in that first round, man.
Yeah.
And he came and he got back up. Yeah, and he came and he got back up and he said, oh, no, not today. Not today. This is my
and
you know,
let me ask the coach a question real quick. So you met James, you're training him and everything, and you know, just say one of your fights. And do you ever tell your fighters you don't want to take it to the judges?
Yes, I do. You don't. I tell them you don't want to take it to the judges. You want to get them out of there because if you leave it at the judges, you don't know if they're the hometown guy. They're gonna give it to them. You got to go out there and perform.
He's gonna kill it, man. He got a good team going now. He got a good coach. You know what I mean? I'm a good coach too. So one thing I would do, me and we have a good understanding. I noticed that when we was there, we on the same page and everything. So that's why I praise him so much. Because shit, he did his thing. He don't know how good he is. He doesn't know how good he is, but as time go by, he will. And right now, I don't think you should just totally focus on boxing. I just think you should focus on striking because I can see MMA guys and all type of shit. You know what I mean? That need that striking advantage as well. So,
Definitely.
if you want to do that, you'll be busy.
Anybody who want to learn how to get these hands, they know where to come.
I was already talking to a couple of people today about going over there.
Definitely.
Hey, James, you remember what we talked about a while back ago about street beefs? I told you guys, street beef is taking over either BYB or BKFC. You guys
once they start paying people, I guess. Well, I heard something. Yeah, I don't know. They just need to generate enough money where they can look out for the fighters as well. That's all. But you do get a good exposure there. I think for some fighters that might be a good, thing to do just to try it out. But yeah, it'd be better if there was money involved.
Yeah.
And really, it shouldn't be too hard to get it sanctioned. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Yeah, it really shouldn't be that hard to get that sanctioned. It really. I mean, considering that they have a rule set.
I get a lot of talent off of there. So cool.
So it looks like James and them are trying to have the time in their lives over there. So before we get you off here, let's talk about what 2024 already started good for you. From your first fight, and you got your win a couple nights ago. What are the fans going to see the rest of the year, and how long before you heal up that hand before we see you again?
Well, I got two fractures in my hand. One's on the pinky, one's on the ring finger. After the fight, me and my opponent was talking and everything. I'm pretty sure, we were both. He kind of brought it up and everything, and I felt it and everything. He's a cool dude. Shout out to him for being a soldier to get in there. It was my third opponent they gave me. Two other people backed out, and he took the fight, and he got in there with me. So all credit to him. He's a solid guy for that. But if you ever felt the top of a baby's head where it's got that little dip soft spot, that's what broke my hand. But that's what his head felt like on the top, and it was kind of like weird feeling. But I hope he's all right. I hope everything. He's in good health and everything. So shout out to him. But from this point forward, championship, man. I want to get myself put in a position in the rest of this year to go contend for a belt. At the beginning of next year, or if possible at the end of this year. Because if my hand wasn't messed up, 5 to 6 weeks, I should be good to go. So probably September or October, but it's probably gonna be close to October, November. But if I didn't do this to my hand, I don't know. What they tell you, Daryl? Next month they wanted me, so I probably would have had at least 3 or 4 fights in by the end of the year, as long as I didn't take any damage. Stay clean like I did in this fight. So, but definitely by the end of the year, we gonna put ourselves in contention for a belt.
All right, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. So I think Stack's got a question to ask before we get you guys off here, so you go enjoy your moment of your victory and everything.
James, if you could call anybody out right now, it doesn't matter what, the organization that they fight for. Who you calling out, buddy?
Oh, man, I don't do call-outs, man. I really don't. So, anybody at BYB that's in the 155 weight class, man, if you think you can put me down, come prove it.
Hey, I got one. I got one. I'm gonna call him out. Chris Gonzalez, where you at?
Let's go.
There it is. There's the call out.
There it is, guys. All right, well,
so, Daryl,
James,
what can we expect from MOC for the rest of the year?
A lot. Hell, a lot. Like I said, I got about 5 people fighting next week. next month in January, I got a couple of stuff with different promotions that I'm used to working with, and I got a couple of guys fighting on that. Then I got guys fighting on August the 2nd, Flex again. Probably got about 7 or 8 guys fighting there. But we just gonna keep it busy. You know, I got more bare knuckle fights coming through as well. I'm trying to get my man Unknown on the next card. That's Devontae Jeffrey. And like I said, we're gonna be busy, man. And I'm still, like I said, I still gotta hustle some more. Get some more fights going as well. And I'm kind of confident that you'll be having something too, Zach.
I can't wait for it, buddy.
Yeah, because I'm not even working a day job right now, so I can really push harder every day.
That's what's up.
That's good.
Yeah.
So James, I appreciate you and your coach come on talk about your training and everything. And man, you did what you say you were gonna do, and keep up the good work. And we'll see you guys back on again. You come on anytime. We'll talk about your training, upcoming fights, how you're doing. And man, congratulations on your win. So proud of you, bro.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
that guy. You know, I didn't have some killers in the bare knuckle ring. That guy put on the best performance than anybody. You know. So
Hey,
yeah,
not gonna lie,
he's gonna go a long way.
broken hand and all. It's back to the gym training tomorrow, man. Ain't no days off.
You better.
I was training today at a Father's Day cookout, bro. I was over there off my own zone. Bro, ain't no days off, ain't no quit, baby. It's getting better every day.
And Devin,
all right, so one guy.
let me know if he ain't training, bro.
Hey. If you can't work the hands, you can work the feet.
You're damn right.
That's true. That's true. So
Devin,
one more
you
thing,
can always
James.
keep your cardio.
One more thing, James. Who you give all your shout outs out and all your fans. Let's give your shout outs.
All right, first off, shout out all my sponsors, right here, Fuller Podcast, MOC, Street Beast, and Just Blaze Clothing Company. Shout out to my gym, Heart of a Warrior Boxing Gym. Shout out to my coach. Shout out to my manager. And definitely shout out to all my fans that support me from day one, man. And, it's always pushed me to get better, motivated me to be better. My family and everything. Definitely, most of all, shout out to all my haters that doubt me. Y'all push me more than anybody. Y'all tell me I can't do something, I'm going to go out and show you I can do it 10 times better than anybody you doubt, bro. So keep on doubting me, and I'm going to keep on proving you wrong.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you being on the show. We'll see you again soon about your training and how you're doing. And enjoy your night and your victory.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
You gotta take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right. Is Daryl still there? All right, Daryl. So I want to say one thing to you while we're still live. Get Zachary a fight, man. I want to see him in there.
He's getting me a fight.
Give him
Trust me. Trust me. We just had a conversation, didn't we, Daryl? We just had a conversation. Yeah. We're working on something. We're working on something. I'm
right.
I've been waiting so long.
We're gonna get him in there. The first thing is that you kind of picky and choosy. So I had to really try to find this for him. So, but now he's really just going to get out there. So we're getting.
I'm just ready to go because these guys. It's really confusing because I'll see these guys that it's like, this guy kickboxed for 11 years. He boxed for 7 years. He wrestled for 9 years. He goes out there and gets punched in the fucking nose one time, and he's flat out shit on his face by some kid who was throwing some dumbass haymaker shots that were completely uneducated. And I feel like if I go out there and I'm just gonna fuck somebody up, bro, and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. So
I think he will. It's a long time coming.
It's a real long time.
I want you to do it. I want you to do a 30-second video real quick, Daryl. We're gonna have you on the screen by yourself. Talk about your management team, what kind of fighters you want, and what you're looking for. Yeah, and we'll go from there.
Shoot out the advertisement, boss.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Okay. All right, here we go. You're on your own.
Yep. Okay. Everybody, a lot of people know me. Daryl LaShawn Hatchett, manager extraordinaire. And I'm always looking for talent. I've already created over 40 champions, and always looking for more to make. If anybody out there, I'm looking for fighters, maybe with a 50-50 record and more, because I need some good fighters. Feel free to hit me up. I'm on Instagram, management _of _champions, or Dale LaShawn Hatchett on Facebook. If you want to boost your career, you want to get in the good fights, and you want to get on the big promotions, hit me up. I got you.
Definitely.
There you go, guys.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
There's your call to action, ladies and gentlemen. Any of you guys want to get some work in, get a hold of Daryl. If you can't get a hold of Daryl, get a hold of me, get a hold of Jeff. We'll get you in touch. We'll make some shit shake.
Yep.
All right, Daryl. We appreciate you being on the show. Well, glad to have you on again. I'm glad to be back. We're gonna be at least doing maybe one show a week.
Always a
depending on
pleasure.
the time with the
Get me on there, man. Always a pleasure, man. Anything I can do to help
right.
you, man.
We're gonna
Huh?
try to get as many shows in a week and a month
We're-
actually as we can, but
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
it just all depends on availability and we just
All right.
yeah,
So,
my buddy Mike Mitchell said 15 years ago. Mike's a fucking big dude, bro. Mike's a big dude. He's like 6'5", 6'6", 350.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
yeah.
He's a big dude, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
he's
my
the fishing guy,
catfishing
right?
partner. That's my catfishing partner. Yeah, buddy.
All right, there
You
we
know,
go. All right.
other than my wife, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say my wife is my catfishing partner because me and my wife go, and I'm telling you, we catch fish from the bank that people don't catch out of boats because of the things that I've learned over a long time of fishing. And speaking of fishing, if you guys do any bass fishing, get a hold of Landon from D&D Baits. Catch more fish.
You and Bobby have some hunting
All right.
fish months.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but you know
All
what?
right.
That means we don't eat bullshit, right?
Right?
Yeah, that's
Got
true.
you.
All
I
right.
don't know if y'all.
You
can
have a
see
good
that
night,
or
Daryl.
not.
Thank you for being
All right,
on
my
the
man.
broadcast.
You take it
Stud.
easy.
Yes,
You take it easy too, Zach. I'll be seeing you guys.
Bro.
All right. All right, man. That was awesome, man. I'm proud of James, how he
Definitely.
stepped up from the first fight to his second fight. He did a lot of
100%.
training, losing all that weight.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's just amazing. I'm glad I'm sponsoring him. He's a talent guy. He's amazing. He's a good guy. He's
Definitely.
going through a lot.
He's a great person to have in our connective circle.
Yep. So up next, guys, hopefully we'll see Thackeray in a fight sometime within the next 6 months. We gotta see his ass in there. So thank you for watching the full broadcast. We'll see you
make
here by
something happen.
Yep. We'll see you guys here in the next Wednesday or Saturday. And we'll get another show rolling, get another interview going. We are back, bitches. Oop, my bad. Full broadcast is out.
Let's go.
Put those up or knuckle up. Have a good night for the Fuller Broadcast Show. Peace out.